and welcome to another NinjaBill Live, and I'm just chilling out for my lunch period here, getting some stuff done. It's been a nice day today so far. Bit chilly, but otherwise good. And start out, this was today's random transformer. What I think has been the best Mirage figure in the main line ever produced. And that is mostly because of, hey, Larkin's Lair, how goes it? And I think this is the best Mirage toy that has been produced in the mainline toys, and it was my random transformer today on Facebook. And the reason why I say this is he looks good in both modes, but he is probably the most articulated Mirage toy outside of a masterpiece, which I haven't seen before, of this character, and he's pretty cool. But today, I am going to be working on removing that stuff right there. And to do that, I am going to need some cotton swabs or cotton buds, a bit of cotton balls, just regular old cotton balls, some 80% rubbing alcohol, just this, some soap and water. I just got in a spray bottle here. A couple of washcloths. One is for that soap and water, and one is to help remove that rubbing alcohol, because you don't want to leave rubbing alcohol on this plastic. You want to, while you're cleaning it, you want to remove it as quickly as possible. So that's what I'm going to be doing while chatting to you all, and while you chat amongst yourselves, whoever happens to show up. So this is what I'll be doing. So once again, what I'm using to remove that, soap and water. That's all this is soap and water. Rubbing alcohol. This happens to be, this is 85% rubbing alcohol. Cotton swabs and cotton buds. And that's it. Larkin's Lair. I'm actually removing paint too. Nice. Well, today I happen to get in the mood to actually put some paint to a figure, but brush the paint. So I worked a little bit on my Grimlock. I happened today, for some reason, by grace or luck, combination of both, my internet jumped up. So I don't know what happened there, but I managed to somehow get 5 meg up. So I went ahead and uploaded the rest of my Predacons and Predaking review. And my entry into the restart challenge, I got that done today too. So those are all up. They're all scheduled though. One will happen in a day, a couple of days after that, and then a couple of days after that. So don't know what it is. By grace or luck, combination of both. Once again, I've gotten a lot done today. So yeah, I'm stripping extra siege prowl. Nice. Picked up some dye. Ooh, nice. I hope you're filming that, because I would like to watch that process. And yeah, I got a squirrel over here. Oh, he's climbing my screen. Okay, so anyway, but yeah, so this is what I'm working on. And to start, I'll get some of this nice rubbing alcohol, hunker this down so y'all can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to use this one for the rubbing alcohol. We'll start with some cotton swabs. Now, one thing I am going to do is try to open this up. I'm going to flip that foot in, because I don't want silver off the foot. I don't want to remove that, so I'm going to flip those feet in. And I can close this up and not be so worried. So I just flip the feet in. There we go. Take some rubbing alcohol, cotton bud. There we go. And slowly but surely, I will start working that over the paint. And this won't get done during this live chat. Trust me, this won't get done. This takes a while. This is the slower way to do it, but the cleanest way to do it too, without mucking a lot of things up. This will do it. It just takes a bit of doing. Just takes a bit of doing. Slowly but surely. Now, I could use a paint remover, but the paint remover that I have is an aircraft paint remover, and that'll melt that plastic faster than you can say, what happened? So, slowly but surely, I'm working that over. I'll dry that off. And already you can see a little bit of difference. Look at that. Already you can see a little bit of difference. I'm going to hit that with some soap and water. Because, again, you don't want to leave that rubbing alcohol on there. You don't want to leave that on there, so I'm going to remove that on there and use another portion of the towel to dry it off. And see, already some of that is gone. Just takes a little bit of time. Let's see what folks are saying. Everybody else joined the Adamantium Matrix. How you doing? I am filming it. Nice. Good on you. I'll love to watch that. If it fails, no one will see it. Yep. Larkin, check out Patriot Prime's review on Siege Prowl. The Toy Hacks shoulder-mounted guns are great. My order just came in sweet. I saw that review already as well, and I'm thinking about. See, here's the thing. There's two Prowls that came out pretty much at the same time, right? That is the Cyberverse Prowl and the Siege Prowl. Now, standard right out of the packaging, I think, and you may or may not agree with me, I think the Cyberverse Prowl looks better than the Siege Prowl out of the box, okay? Just straight out of the packaging, no customizing, no adding anything to it. I think it looks better. That said, with the repro labels, the Siege Prowl look and the little add-on kit, it looks better than the Cyberverse. But just standard, nothing added, I think that Cyberverse Prowl is something. Now, if Toy Hacks comes out with labels for that Cyberverse Prowl, I'm on it. And I'll completely skip the Siege Prowl. Completely. Just ignore it. Actually 3D printed some shoulder-mounted guns. Ooh, nice. I ain't got a printer. That's okay, though. That's okay. Let's get back to work here. I was working on removing this paint and doing it live on camera. All right, tilt this back down so once again, y'all can see my work. And since you're just joining me, Adamantium, I'll show you what I'm using. I am using cotton buds, or cotton swab. Yeah, cotton buds. These cotton buds as well. So just some cotton balls, some cotton buds. Soap and water, just regular soap and water. A towel to use with the soap and water, and a towel to use with the rubbing alcohol. And I've got 85% rubbing alcohol right here. And that's what I'm using to remove that paint right there from this side swipe. So once again, I dab this in rubbing alcohol, and I am just slowly working it. Just slowly working it, trying to get that paint off of there. And little by little, it will come off. Now, I flip the feet in because I don't want to remove the silver from the feet. So little by little, that will come off of there. And you just have to keep working it. This requires one thing and one thing only, not skill, patience, because you're going to be at it a while. Because this is a slow process, but it works. Get that off of there. Once again, some soap and water, because we don't want to leave that rubbing alcohol on there. We want to make sure it's all cleaned up. Dry that off. Oh yeah. And little by little, it's making a difference. It just takes a lot of patience. Let me scroll back up and see if anybody else has joined in. Just takes patience. Let's see. Very good tips. Yeah. So, I mean, that's, oh, and I painted Sideswipe's gun because Six Gun came with the exact same two weapons, only slightly different colored plastic. But to give, you know, Sideswipe a more G1 looking weapon, I painted that silver. Especially, it looks better, especially when attached to here. That just looks better. So, you know, but yeah, I'm working it. I'm getting it there. And again, it's a slow process, but you can already see the difference just in the few minutes that I've been working at it. You can see the difference. It's a slow process, and all it requires really is some patience. And of course, rubbing alcohol, soap and water, and some cotton buds, and spare towels or something to dry and clean with. But you can already see the difference. And once again, I'll start working some more. Need a rubbing alcohol, cotton bud. Seal that up. And once again, we will start working slowly but surely. I want to point that down. I didn't want that. It got a little bit got in that channel. That's not a good thing. There we go. We don't want that to happen. We don't want to remove that silver on the foot. I mean, I could always repaint it, sure, but, I'm trying to minimize as much as I can here. There we go. Minimize as much as we can. Little by little. That comes off of there. Okay, so as far as I'm going to get with that cotton ball. So now I'm going to have to get a cotton bud and do the same thing. Yeah, look at that. Already look at the difference. So now I'm going to do a cotton bud to get, the finer details on there. Roll that around a bit. Tap off some of that excess, I should say, not access. And we will start working down here. Just takes patience. And sure, one could, easy way is just paint over that, but, I figured I'd show this off on camera how to do it in case others are interested how to do it. And so here I am doing it. And it just takes patience. And you can see some already, that's all it requires is patience. No real skill, just patience. Wipe that down. Hit it with the soap and water. Because again, we don't want to leave that rubbing alcohol on the toy itself. We just want to take off that silver brush effect. And it's getting there. Okay, I might be the minority, but I like the battle damage look. Thanks to the tips on how to remove the unwanted paints, yeah, big difference in such short time. But yeah, like I said, all this really requires is patience. That's all it really. Let me get this back down. That's all it really requires is patience. and a bit of work. And that's how you remove that. And once again, I flip the feet inside because I don't want to remove that silver that is on the feet. Now, I'm not so worried about any dripping down here behind it. Again, I just, went in here, and it's easy enough to dry off and clean out. But the top of those feet are a nice silver color, and I'd rather keep them that way because it's very reminiscent of his G1 toy feet. So I really like this guy, and I really like this figure, but I didn't like that silver brush effect on there. Some of the toys, it looks okay. I didn't like it on him. So I figured I'd show everybody how to remove that in a relatively quick but easy way. I mean, again, it'd be even easier just to paint over this, but this way you completely remove it, and you don't, by painting over it, you might, cover up some of that nice molded detail that is in here. And by painting it, you might cover that up. This way you're removing it, and it's nice and cool. And you preserve that molded detail. That's the big thing, preserving the figure as much as possible. That's, adding to and preserving, that preservation. I think that's the, I think that's the key here. Let me put that over there because I don't want it mucked up. But yeah, I mean, that's how you do it. That is how you do it. So once again, we'll get back to work here. Just takes time and a lot of patience. And so, but it will come off. It will come off. There we go. It's getting there. It's getting there. Hit it with the soap and water again. Make sure to get all of it off. Because again, you don't want to leave that rubbing alcohol on there. And slowly but surely, you get the result you want. Yeah, black. I have a love-hate affair with black paint. I almost never, whenever I'm painting, I almost never use black as a primer, except if I'm putting on a dark color over it. And I do like another black or something like that, purple maybe. But I never use black as a base. I always use a light color. I've mentioned this before in another live show, but I am a firm believer in buying yourself, and it costs extra to do so, but it's worth it. You get that, to me, a fine primer, and oh my goodness, you will not be disappointed, because as far as I'm aware of, it only comes in a spray. But you know what? It comes in different sizes, from small ones to big ones, and you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that, to me, a fine primer. And now whatever else you type of, whether you use an air gun or a brush or whatnot, it'll go fine over that. It will. You can't go wrong with a, to me, a fine primer. You can't. In my experience, anyway. Autocorrect primer, welcome. I didn't see you come in at first, so welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. As I'm showing, first of all, this was today's random transformer, in case you guys missed it. And this is the Transformers Classics Mirage. And in my opinion, the best Mirage ever put out in mainline toys. And the best articulated toy of Mirage ever put out in mainline toys. Because you have shoulders, rotation, up, down, butterfly, double jointed elbow, wrist swivel. You have waist swivel. You have an ab crunch on there even. You have, thighs, completely rotation on there, in and out. I mean, it's just double jointed knees. You got this, which serves as a rocker and a toe tilt. It just, nice head swivel. You got up and down. It's best damn Mirage figure out there. Now, some people may not like the robot mode, but the alt mode looks fantastic too. Nice. Welcome, Patriot Prime. So I was talking just a little bit about today's random transformer that I had, which is Mirage. But what I'm really doing is showing people, you can already see the results when I started this live review of the two, of how to remove paint easily and safely. You can already see the difference in Sideswipe. And once again, I'll show you how I do it. I have cotton balls, cotton buds, 85% alcohol, 80 to 90% is your best bet, but this is 85. Soap and water, couple of towels. This one for the soap and water, and this one I'm using for the rubbing alcohol, and that's it. Do they tickle when you walk? Yes, they do. So, once again, I'll do this again on camera so everybody can see it. We'll tilt this down, and then as you can see, this is just from when I started this. So, take your cotton swab, and I'll start working on this one a little bit. And you slowly but surely go over it. And you want, like, I tilted the feet in there, inside there, because I don't want that silver removed. But you just work it. And all this really requires is patience. No more, no less. Patience, because you're going to be at it a while. And you can see some paint there on that cotton bud. And we'll wipe this down real quick, because you don't want to leave that rubbing alcohol on the figure, on the plastic. There we go. We'll hit it with some soap and water, because we want to clean that area after we've had that rubbing alcohol on there. We want to make sure to clean it. And we'll dry it off. And we can already see some results just from that little bit. You can already see some results. And that's the easy way. Again, now, the really easy way, I suppose, is, like I was saying, is you could just paint over it, but if you paint over it, you risk losing the molded detail that you have in there. So I suggest, just removing it with rubbing alcohol. It's an easy way to do it. It just takes patience. So, but that's, again, you can see the difference here, and a little bit I just did there. Cheaper than covering the damage with toy hacks. This is true. I had not thought about it. Let's see. Adamantia Matrix says, bit off subject. Check out Black Rifle Coffee Company on YouTube for a great laugh. Ex-military people started a coffee company. I'll have to remember that. Let's see, for hardly any work. Yeah. Like I said, all this really requires is patience. That's what it requires, is patience. And I have had a busy, productive day. For some reason, by blessing or luck, my internet was working really good. So I uploaded the rest of my Predaking reviews, Predacons and Predaking review, uploaded my entry into my own challenge, the Restart Challenge. In case you're not familiar with the Restart Challenge, basically the premise is you go find your very first Transformer toy review, remake it, just redo it. Don't have to do it exactly like you did before, but redo it. Upload it. Make sure you include the Restart Challenge in the title, and if keep it in an open challenge if you want, so anybody else can join in and have fun. That's the rules. That literally that's the rules. So, and I did mine today. It was Blur. I did that today, so I've had a pretty productive day. And like I felt like putting, brush to a toy. I did a little bit of painting today, and for lunch, I am showing you guys how to remove that. Oh yeah, I just got a dive bomb. I got dive bomb uploaded this morning, and I've got Predaking uploaded this morning, and I got my Restart Challenge uploaded. Like I said, for some reason, by hook, crook, blessing, or all a combination, all the above, my internet was working really good. So as you can see, and I'm like, okay, I'll take advantage of this. I'll upload all those videos I've been having problems with, and they all looked good. So I think Dive Bomb's review is, see, I schedule them, is when I upload, I schedule. So I think that's out tomorrow, not today, but tomorrow. So, and a few days after that is the Predaking. A few days after that is the Restart Challenge. I got a couple of other videos I got to do. I haven't bought anything new in the last month and a half, so I haven't bought any new Transformers figures. Have the change done this weekend. The change. Oh, okay. Yeah. What you were talking about in your last video. Yep. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Has anybody won the challenge? Or when is that challenge due? The 14th, I think you said, your challenge. He actually has a contest. Autocorrect Primer has a contest going on, everyone. 80 subscriber questionnaire. I suggest you go check it out. And he can tell you more about it here, or go check out that video. So pretty good stuff. I quite enjoy it. Of course, I entered it and did my best to answer the questions with what little lore history I know, or remember, I should say. Happens when you get old. Sorry, hate spell check. The challenge, as I'm assuming, is what you meant. I got a bunch of videos I got to check out this afternoon. A couple from Bumblebreeze I got to check out. His Ratchet Custom. The one Patriot Prime uploaded. I got to check out his. There's a couple of videos I'm behind on. I got just caught up on Trans Aaron's ones. I got to get caught up on Adamantium's latest one, unless I already did it. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. That's what I assumed you meant. So how's everyone doing on this lunch hour? I don't know what hour it is for you, but for here, it's it's only about 5 minutes to 1, or about 6 minutes to 1. Your challenge ends on Monday. Okay. Yep. We'll work some more on this, removing this paint. Just takes patience. 15 minutes out of your day can make a difference on it. If you got 15 minutes out of your day. Some folks don't. I'm here to tell you, that used to be me until I semi-retired. I didn't have 15 minutes to myself. Go to work, Work all damn day from about 7 in the morning till about, 7 o'clock at night. I get home, be tired as hell, cook supper for the family, spend a few minutes doing whatever, about an hour, crash, get up, recycle. That was pretty much my day. So some folks don't always have 15 minutes out of their day. I do now. I've got so many reviews now to do. I'll believe it, Patriot Prime. I believe it. Hey, Linda, welcome. 6:55 p.m. here in England. Hi, NinjaBill. Thank you, welcome. Autocorrect hate spell check. That's funny. Well, as long as we're not talking about collars or collars. I can't believe somebody would be that nitpicky. I can't believe it. It's just, it's like they've never heard people, from the southern East Coast or the Southwest or anywhere south, more likely, just speak. Yes, I did. I believe I even watched and commented on that too. It's just, well, I know I watched and commented on your post. It was hilarious. And I've got a friend, Tim, who is Cajun through and through. I mean, and when he talks, most folks can't understand him. And, I can understand him. That's only because, I've spent so many years with him. But he's full on Cajun, and most folks are just like, the hell did he just say? And I'll be like, listen, use your ears. You got them, right? Because he though admittedly at first few days hanging around with him, and he's an old army buddy is what he is. We went through basic together, and he I had difficulty understanding him too. I remember so we are on our fire watch, which is when you go to basic, and one of the duties you have to do during basic is fire watch or fire guard. I don't know what everybody calls it, but that's what we called it. And basically, per floor, you have a couple of soldiers who, walk up and down the hallways. We also have to, clean, sweep, and you polish the floors and, and whatnot. But so the DS that was on duty that night, me and Tim are talking, and the DS taps me on the shoulder. Private, do you understand the fucking thing he is saying? Excuse my language. And I was like, no, I just roll with it. See, there you go. So am I. So he you understand a fucking thing he's saying? I was like, no, I just roll with it. I get the gist of it, And then as time went on, and years and years and years, and most time, until he moved to Iowa, few years back, we just kept in touch via phone and email, and so I adapted to him. He didn't adapt to me or any of us. I adapted to him, and that's the way it should be in my mind. So anyway, look, you can like I said, you can totally see the difference. Just a little bit I'm working on. Already see the difference. And that stuff is just coming right off of there. But again, it takes patience. And once again, all I'm using to remove that silver brush effect, cotton balls, cotton buds, soap and water, 85% rubbing alcohol. And I recommend 80 to 90% rubbing alcohol. 99% yes, but you're going to be careful with it. Again, you don't want to leave this stuff on plastic, which is what the soap and water is for, to, wipe this down once you've done the rubbing alcohol, and make sure to clean it off really good, because you don't want to leave that stuff on there. And again, just look at the difference from the few minutes I've been working on this. So you can see it. The correct primer is taking off, huh? What a colorful language you've got there. Yeah. Colorful language. Colorful, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Apparently it matters to that person, but, doesn't matter to me. Well, everyone have a great day seeing the doctor. Bye, guys. Take her easy and good luck at the doctor. Don't let him poke you in places he ain't supposed to poke you. But yeah, so I think this is a really easy thing to do, and again, it just takes time. Just takes time. So once again, showing off what today's random transformer was, and this is the Classics Mirage. Of course, I've added some paint to him, just some silvers, but easily the best mainline Mirage toy ever produced, easily, because so much articulation just in this one guy, and he looks pretty good too. I never did. Actually, I take that back. I have the toy hacks labels for these. I lost them. I don't know. I bought a whole set. I bought some for him, Warpath. Who else did I buy for? I bought it all at once. Oh, Laser Prime and one other. And I misplaced them, and now I'll be damned if I'm going to order another set. Knowing I got some somewhere. Nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Peach tea. Gotta like a peach tea. So, what is you all up to today? I got so many videos I got to catch up on. So many videos, so little time. Get this guy all set and ready to go. At work, dealing with the public at the courthouses. Pray for me. Oh, you work security for a courthouse, I'm assuming? A bailiff? Yeah, that'll look really good once it's completely off there. That will look just fine. Once it's completely off there, I still got to do that stuff up there on the waist too. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. No, sir, I don't like it. It'll be just fine. But yeah, so I managed. Yes, at the front desk checkpoint, Charlie. Yep. Never outside of the military. Never did security. I take that back. I worked for an agency called Two Star Detective Agency for a while. I take that back. When I first got out of the military, about the only work I could find that would hire me straight away. And I worked. I didn't like it though. I didn't like it. Ideological differences, and how they handle people. Ideological differences. Same reason I didn't become a police officer. I was approached by several officers, and I'll just leave it at there's some ideological differences on how they handle the public versus how I would handle the public. So I never joined. I love the Army. I almost wish I could go back, but I don't want to. And it's never fun having to parlay with the plebs. Yep, yep. I just not something I wanted to do when I got out. I couldn't. Yep, yep. Oh boy, it's almost time for me to scat. So, I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show real quick how to do this live on camera, so you can see the results so far. Pretty good, pretty enough as it is. And again, it doesn't require any painting because I don't. You could just paint over it, or as Patriot Prime said, slap some repro labels over that. But then again, you lose that molded detail with the painting and even the repro labels. You lose some of that molded detail, and I prefer to leave that molded detail, though I like looking at it. So that's just me. Everyone will be different, but that's just me. I like looking at it. I like seeing it. I mean, that's the reason it's there. It's molded detail to enhance the figure. And I wanted to show off my today's random transformer. I won't be posting that in the repro labels page anymore. Unfortunately, they changed the rules a while back, and I was being lazy and didn't reread them. So I've been breaking the rules unintentionally, and so I got contacted by the admin, and I'm fine. And I'm fine with them asking me to stop doing it. I'm fine because it was my own fault for not paying attention. So I ain't even mad about it. I should have been paying attention. I should have rewritten when they updated a while ago. I should have paid attention. I should have checked that out. It's my own fault. I ain't even mad about it. It happened. Big deal. But I still post in some other groups. I don't often post in Patriot Prime's group or Dennis Moulton's group, only because of those pages do a lot of marketplace stuff. And the last time I posted in Patriot Prime's page, I got 3 messages for a figure that I don't want to sell, asking me to sell it to them, and I don't want to deal with that. So thank you, Linda. Have a nice day, and to everyone else on chat, catch you all next time. Absolutely. So Patriot Prime, autocorrect, primer, adamantium matrix, Larkin's lair, Patriot Prime reviews, Linda Burley, and I think there was somebody else I can't remember. But anyway, thank you all for joining me here. I hope you enjoyed the live chat. So have a good day.